Hello smart money traders, welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to share a very powerful trading secret I've learned using ICT London Killzone. If you don't know what are killzones are basically times of the day where you have a chance of getting a high probability trade setup, and we have three of them. We have the Asian Killzone, we have the London Killzone, and we also have the New York Killzone. But in this particular video I'm going to be showing you the London Killzone, and I will make two separate videos showing you how to use the Asian Killzone and then the New York Killzone. So if you want to watch those videos, be sure you head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and then wait for the videos. I'm going to drop them after I've finished this particular video. So let's get into it. All of them have their unique characteristics. The London Killzone has its own unique characteristics, and I'm going to mention them. Please make sure you write them down so you will not forget them. So the first thing to know about the London Killzone is the time for trading with that particular Killzone. It is within the time of 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time. I'm not going to write it here, so make sure you write it. That's equivalent to 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. GMT. So you can convert it to your time zone if you're not in these time zones. It's 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time, and that's equivalent to 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. GMT. So that is the first thing to know about it. And then secondly is that the London Killzone has the high probability of forming the high of the day or the low of the day. So if you're trading after the London Killzone, you're probably going to have the high of the day or the low of the day that you're going to use for your trading setups. And then the last thing to know is that the London Killzone has the highest trade execution from traders. So that has the highest volume of trade execution. So these are the three things. It is traded within the time of 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time. That's equivalent to 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. GMT. And then you're going to have a high probability of getting the high of the day or the low of the day. So let's try and get the exact time first, and then we're going to see how true it is. So the first thing to do is to head over to where you see indicators, click on it and search for the indicator called sessions, this particular indicator by Lux Algo. Find the one that was created by Lux Algo, click on it, and it will appear on your chart. So after that, the second thing to do is to get the settings correctly. Come to settings. I will just take out this and enable London. This is the only time zone we want to have. So we're going to change it from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So this is 16 GMT, so we'll turn it to 10 a.m. Okay, so we have actually gotten the time for that, 7 to 10. So this is the first thing you need to do. Let's take out everything here. We just want to have the exact time to be delineated for us. Click on OK. So you can actually see that this is it with this color, or let me make it more visible. Change the color right here and make it more visible so everyone can see. I think this is more visible. And then secondly, you're going to enable your period separator on tradingview.com. Simply right click and then come to settings, come to where you see events, and you see these session breaks. You're going to click on it and click on OK. So you'll see this line that is dividing each day from another. Can you see this line? Then I'm on 15-minute time frame. I think that's the best for me to look at for now. So these are the first thing you need to do if you want to get this correctly. So if you put your cursor right there, you're going to see that this is actually 2 a.m. New York time. Can you see 2 a.m. New York time to 5 a.m. New York time? So this is the ICT London Killzone. And what did we say? We actually said that it has the high probability to create the low or the high of the day. Okay, so look at this. After this Asian range right here, this is the high of Asia and this is the low of Asia. We actually formed the low of the day right here, and price never really went lower from here and then it turned direction from here. I'm going to show you how to bring in your trading system into this. So if you have this knowledge, you're going to know that every time you see your London Killzone creates either the high of the day or the low of the day, you can confidently put your stop loss below the low of the day or the high of the day and be confident in your trading that price may not come back to that place down here. Okay, so this is why we need the London Killzone. It is one of the powerful Killzones that you're going to have, and you're going to see it time and again. Can you see it actually created the high of the day right here? After this high, we never have anything. Price actually went to the opposite direction. You're going to see it time and again. It formed the low of the day right here, and then price went in the other direction. Now, according to ICT, I don't want to jump anything he taught, but normally as a trader, I want to try things on my own to get the best out of it before I actually teach you people. So according to ICT, the London Killzone works with Euro PS and then GBP PS. But I found that it works across all my PS, such as USD CAD, USD JPY, and you're going to try it and get it for yourself. You can use GBP USD or you can use Euro USD for your own. So I'm going to show you. This is an exception. It never created the low of the day or the high of the day. So you're going to have exceptions. I actually said high probability, and that's what you're going to see. And it actually created the low of the day right here. Okay, these are the things you must take notice of. And did we have the high of the day right here? We have the high of the day here. Immediately after creating the high of the day, price actually went in the opposite direction. Okay, so we're going to see this time and again. So how do we bring in our trading system into this knowledge is the next thing we're going to look at for. Now, everyone believes that the Asian session has the highest level of liquidity accumulation. What we mean by liquidity, it is basically stop losses or stop orders that people are putting. What that means is that right above here, if people that sold from here, okay, are selling from here, where do you think they're going to put their stop losses? It is basically above here. Let me show you. Above here, right here. This is where their stop losses are. If you're trading, this is where your stop loss is. And we call it a buy stop because if you're selling from here, your stop loss is actually a buy order. I've explained that in a separate video. I'm going to link it in the description of this video where I explain liquidity in detail. And if you're buying from here, right here, your stop loss is right below here. Below here. And your stop loss in this order is basically a sell order. If you buy, your stop loss is sell, because this is simply what you're saying. Let me show you that. If this is an orange that you bought at $100 right here, let's say you bought an orange at $100 right here. Please, apologies for my sketching. I'm not getting it like a good artist. So you bought it at $100 right here. Let's say from here to here, this price is, let's say, $80 because it's less than here, $80. And then above here, price is $300. Okay, you buy here, your aim is that once the price reaches 300, you're going to sell it and then you're going to get profit. That means you've made a profit of $200. But if this price eventually did not go up and decided to come down, this is what your stop loss is. It came down to 80 and you sold it at 80. You actually lost $20 out of your $100. That's basically what your stop loss is. So whenever you hear liquidity, is basically distance. So these guys have their order here. So price normally grab liquidity. That's to sell for people that are willing to buy and buy from people that are willing to sell. I think this is a short explanation showing you that. So you're going to watch out the Asian range. This is actually the high of Asia and this is the low of Asia. Okay, the high of Asia and the low of Asia. Once you get that, you want to watch out for the liquidity graph first. Right at this area, can you see this particular area? Price grab liquidity above the Asian high, and then price reverse direction directly from here, creating the high of the day. That's exactly what we mean by confluencing the high of the day liquidity grab and getting an entry. Now, you can get an entry by simply looking for a change of character in the lower minute time frame. Okay, if I go to, let's go to as little as the 3 minute time frame. I want to get that exact point, or let me go back to that place and get that exact point before coming back to the lower time frame. Okay, let's get that exact point where I delineated that, this particular place. So look at it right here at this area. If we decide to take out the rest of the data right here, let's get that exact point and then drop down to either the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minute time frame, but preferably get a time frame where you can see a change of character. Can you see? This is where the liquidity grab happened. Then you're going to wait for a change of character right here. And if you are still struggling with getting a change of character, you can use an indicator like this indicator called Smart Money Concept by Lux Algo. Smart Money Concept. Change of character is basically market structure shift. I've explained that in detail in my recent video. Let me show you that recent video. If you come to my videos, you're going to see it here. Correct ICT structure market. Change of character is basically saying there is a complete shift in market structure. You can see COHOCH, or you can say simply market structure shift. So after the liquidity grab above that Asian high, you want to go to the lower time frame and get that entry. So let me show you how to do that. Let me just go ahead and change the settings for this indicator. If we go to, I just want to have the change of character. I want to remove every other item right here, auto threshold, fair value gaps, and take out which of these ones. Internal order blocks, take it out. Show strong and weak, we just want to have those. Show swing structures, bullish structure, show internal structure. We just want to have the internal structures and click on OK to just reduce the data. So this is the change of character where there is a complete shift in market structure, and that is exactly where we want to enter our trade. Once price comes back to a fair value gap or an order block, you can visibly see, just like this one. If I take out this first indicator, we can visibly see that after this market structure shift, price came back to this fair value gap right here, into this fair value gap, getting this properly from here right there. After market structure shift, we have a fair value gap right here, and then price is reaching out for that, and this is your entry. This is your entry. Remember, I said you're going to have your stop loss above the high of the day or below the low of the day, and you may be secured with that. Right here, we're going to target the first level here, and we watch out for price to actually play out in this kind of scenario. Looking at this happening throughout this session, make sure you close some of your positions that went into profit. Okay, make sure you always close. Do you take partials? I think I have a video that I showed you how to take partials using MT4. You're watching this trade happening, and it's taking time to give you that exact movement. You can close some of your position, okay, and then watch out for that. And I'm going to go back to 5 minutes, or let's say the 15 minutes, and get that complete movement for us to happen. So we can see, so it actually gave us the take profit we needed, just even to this level. So this is one of the trades you watch out for. If you go across your chart, you're going to see them all happening like that. Let me take out this indicator and leave just our delineation of those areas. Where were we before going to that place? Okay, so this was the place, and then we have another one right here. It actually happened. The low of the day was formed here, right at this point. Let me show you. The low of the day was formed right at this point, and this is the low of the day. Okay, so we want to watch out for market structure shift in the lower time frame. You can use either 5 minute or 1 minute, whichever one you're comfortable with. This is just the 5 minute. Let's see where we will have a market structure shift. If we have it, this is a market structure shift for me right here. Market structure shift. It happened right at this point. Okay, or even this one. I'm more comfortable with this. This is a market structure shift in the lower time frame, and price is going to come back for an entry in this particular area, fair value gap, and then this bullish order block right here. A bullish order block right here, and then a fair value gap. That's my entry, guys. My entry is right at this point. And your stop loss, since you know you formed the low of the day, price is never coming down there again. So I'm confidently going to take my profit right above this, because liquidity is right above these areas. Old high, including that place. You can be patient and wait for it, but make sure you take some part of your profit before you are going to wait for this. So let's watch it and see how it's playing. Okay, I've gotten my target, this one, the first one, the second one, and even the third one. It has hit those targets. So you're going to watch it like that, guys. You see, even when this news event came in, it never reached the low of the day. So you're going to see this happen time and again. Let's take the last example for the next one, and then we're obviously going to close for this particular session. Okay, so let's see if we can see another example right here. Okay, this is an exception. As we said earlier, it's an exception. We're going to wait for it to happen right here. Okay, we've created the low of the day. So right here we can see London Killzone. We have created the low of the day right here. Let me show you. We've created the low of the day at that point. So what we do is that we go down to the lower time frame, either 5 minute time frame, or we can go to the 1 minute time frame and wait for a market structure shift. This is the low of the day that we've actually created. We want to wait for, okay, market structure shift right here. Market structure shift happened right here at this point. So I'm seeing this. What I'm going to look out for is a fair value gap right here. A fair value gap right here, and that's my entry. I want to enter from there because I'm seeing this as a breaker block to this one. That's why I'm using that fair value gap, a breaker block right here. So price may obviously react either from here or even right here, this breaker block. So I am going to be a little bit riskier in this particular trade here, entry here, because of this breaker block. That's a bullish breaker block, and my stop loss is here, even though it looks a little bit too much. And let's see the reward here, and we can even reach out for this. I think 1:2, it's quite justifiable. So price took me in, and I'm seeing it happening. Okay, I'm seeing it happening. The way I'm seeing it here, I can take partials. I can take one part of the trade from here and move my stops here and see how it's gonna play out. Of course, it went in our direction. So you're going to see this happen time and again after the London Killzone. So let's see for the last example we're going to take. And then I'm going to close for these examples I've given you here. Watching it play out. The high of the day was formed right here. The high of the day was formed right at this point, guys. I hope you're learning a lot from here. The high of the day was formed right there, and we're going to watch out for a market structure shift right here. We're going to wait for a market structure shift. Let's go to the 5 minute. If we see it, then we can take our trades. If we don't see it, we can go to the lower time frame and see it. Let's even go to the 1 minute time frame, but taking out this guy first. 1 minute time frame and wait for a market structure shift. can we see this is a market structure shift, guys, right here. A market structure shift happened at this point, just like I showed you. Change of character or market structure shift. So where is your entry, guys? Still, this is a breaker block. If you don't know what a breaker block is, I have a detailed video on that. Go to playlist of my YouTube channel and come to where you see ICT breaker block right here. I have explained it in detail. I'm not going to go back to explain that. And my entry is at this breaker block, okay, right here. That's my entry, and my stop loss is obviously above the high of the day. I can adjust my take profit, okay, right below this area. Okay, so let's see how it plays out. Is this what we saw right there? Price never really went back to that place. Let me see what happened, if anything happened. Okay, price never really came to my entry, but maybe this is an exception. Price never really went there. Immediately after coming back a little bit, it just run away from that place. So guys, you can go and back test it and see for yourself, and then try it, and don't just use whatever I taught you without trying it to see whether it works or not. And this brings me to the close of this particular video. Let me know if you have any question in the comments. I'll be there to answer you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll make videos for Asian Killzone and then New York Killzone. See you in the next video.